Hi, this is John Marling, Pulse Research. I'm willing to bet you that many of you are watching this video from home. And that's the new reality. 50 to 75% of your presentations are virtual, Zoom-like versus in-person presentations. In fact, the experts say looking into the future, it'll continue to be a hybrid of roughly 50% virtual and 50% in-person presentations. And one of the reasons for that is the businesses themselves want virtual presentations. They're understaffed, they're overwhelmed, and the time efficiency, of meeting by Zoom is what they want. The other reality is many of you are far more effective in person than you are with a virtual presentation. That's the reality. You're people. You love that magic, that comfort, that effectiveness of meeting in person. Many of you who are new team members, it's much harder for you virtually because you don't have those long-term relationships. Pulse is proud and pleased to announce a new solution, Pulse at Home, where you can prospect, present, and even close virtually from home. It's effective, it's live, it's interactive, and most important, it parallels the conversational, emotional-like qualities and benefits of an in-person presentation because you're able to grab the attention of the business, get them interested and excited because the Pulse at Home presentation focuses on the benefits, the opportunity, what's in it for the business, and that's what gets their attention. So the businesses want to hear what you have to offer. Let's take a quick look at the new Pulse at Home presentation. There are three parts to it. Number one is prospects, not just any old prospects, but the business categories that have the highest propensity to close. Number two is getting the Zoom appointment. And then number three is the Zoom virtual presentation with Pulse. So let's find some prospects, step on number one. So we click on Best Prospects, and Pulse is unique. We've got the business categories that are most sold. And what our clients are telling us today is some of the service categories like insurance, financial, legal firms are what are getting the most closes and success. So let's click here on financial advisors, and step one, identify some prospects. So we're going to put them into our call plan. So we click on call plan, we click on call plan, and we've added some businesses to our call plan. So step one. Now, step two is we click on our call plan here, and let me share with you some thoughts, best practices, ideas, now how to get the virtual Zoom appointment. So it's really simple with Pulse. You click here on flyer. Up will come a flyer with information about and for the business. But look at this. Pulse has right at your fingertips the words to say on a phone call to get the appointment. So you've got either a voice message suggestion or a phone conversation, the words, the bullet points to say. What's most important is make sure they understand you ask the questions they would ask on a survey in terms of needs. In this case, you ask the questions a legal firm would ask. You plan to change or get a new legal firm. What are your legal needs? You did a legal firm survey. That's critically important because they realize it's opportunity, benefit about and for their business. So then you just share a pearl or two, a talking point. Like, I thought you might want to know that there's 1,780 households in the local area who say they plan to get a new will or trust in the next 12 months. We also asked about you plan to change or get a new legal firm. I'm more than happy to share on a Zoom virtual presentation the results, the opportunities, some of the insights for you on where and how you can get new clients from the Legal Nerd Survey. When's a good time to get together? Oh, next Tuesday at 2 o'clock? Great. I'll send you a Zoom invitation. Thank you very much. And so then you click off here, and the big day arrives. It's Tuesday at 2 o'clock. And so to set up your Pulse Zoom, at-home webinar, you just click on Call Planner. Okay, and up will come your call list here. And we got the appointment with Lisa Haugerty. And so look at this. So in preparation, all you have to do when you set up, you got your Zoom meeting set up, you just click here on mobile. And there it is. Okay? And so now Lisa has joined us. So let's do a little role play. Lisa, thanks so much for getting together today. I know your time is very precious. And like I mentioned on the phone when we first talked, we did a legal needs survey. We asked the questions you would ask to help get answers to help you grow your firm. Let's see what we found out. How many local households plan to change or get a new legal firm in the next 12 months? Would you like to see what we found out? And of course, Lisa says yes. And look at this. You just click right there. And look at that, Lisa. There's 776 local households who said they plan to change or get a new legal firm. And we project they're going to spend $8.2 million. And I think you'll agree with me, you got Lisa's attention right now because it's benefit and opportunity for her. And so then you could go into a solution. Maybe you've got a particular package or program. You can present it now because you got her interest. She's wanting listening, okay? But if you want to, or she says, well, where'd those numbers come from? Then you can go and click here. And from our survey, our legal needs survey, we found out that 7.5% yes, they plan to change or get a new legal firm. We reached 10,350 households. So that's where the 766 comes. It's simple math. You thought that makes sense. And Pulse estimates that there's 10,600 they'll spend annually. So that's 8.2 million. So you reaffirm the benefit, the opportunity with your virtual interactive presentation. Okay. So now another suggestion. Okay. So we click here and we go back to the home page. We also, Lisa, asked other questions about the household's legal needs. Would you like to see those? She said, sure. So you click here. And look at that, Lisa. There's almost 2,000 households who say they're going to change or get a new will. There's almost 300 who say they need a general practice attorney. They plan to get a new or change. Where do you think you can get more clients? She said, I think I should be promoting, targeting wills or trusts. And so now you provided a solution, a target, on their marketing, which they appreciate. By the way, you can click here on add categories and you can go right into the legal research. So that's part 2, is that you can share with them specific needs. Now, part 3, I promised, here's how you can close over a virtual presentation. So Lisa, let's talk about a consistent campaign to help you get more. What we're proposing is a $10,000 campaign. But let's figure out together how few customers you need to pay for the campaign. Okay? So what's the value, the net value of a new client at your law firm, Lisa? And she says, well, taking out the cost of the attorneys, the cost of the office, etc., we probably make around $3,500 net, per client. Okay? Well, look at that, Lisa. All you need is just 3 clients. $3,500 into $10,000 campaign, you only need 3. That's over, 52 weeks. And that's out of 3 out of 776. Would you agree with me that there is virtually no risk? And she says, yeah, let's get started. Why? Because she realizes the opportunity, the 1,700 households you reach who said, yes, they plan to change or get a new will or trust. And number 2 is she realizes there's no risk on a consistent campaign. So that's an overview of the Pulse at Home program, where you can prospect, you can get the appointment, and number 3, and most important, you can virtually engage with a Zoom-like presentation. If we can help in any way, send an email to support@pulseresearch.com, or I'd love to hear from you personally, marlene@paper.net. So on behalf of Pulse and Sammy Pappert of Wormhold, we appreciate the opportunity to support you. Thank you very much.